Libra, hey gorgeous, Melissa here to do a timeless love reading for you. This is for any placement of Libra. Cross watchers are also welcome. Alright, let's get right into it. I'm going to do a love reading, guys, so anything you need to know about me you can find either in the About section of my channel or in the description box below. Let's get after your love life. Uh-oh. Okay, we got the Two of Swords in your energy. I feel like you could be a little guarded right now, Leaves. Let's see, though. I hope you can hear me fine. The camera's a little further away than it usually is, because usually it's right by my face when I'm recording with my oh shoot. Okay, so in your energy you have the Two of Swords, in their energy the Three of Swords. So it does feel like you might be kind of shutting somebody out here, but we're going to clarify everything. I need to get the potential outcome as well, and then we'll clarify everything. We'll get more information. Anyways, anything you need to know about me you can find either in the About section of my channel or the description box below, okay? Let's see what else we got here. If I don't get a pop out, I'll just pull one from the middle. If I got a pop out, we have the Fool card in your potential outcome. And then the overarching energy is you, the Justice card. But it does look like we're going to clarify everything, okay? Because I saw the Ten of Wands under there. So maybe you guys are both actually getting out of something else, a different, more like, not necessarily leaving just now, but maybe you have had some things in the past that have you feeling a little guarded and them feeling a little heartbroken. It is possible that you being guarded has them heartbroken, but with the Fool in the outcome, I do believe that, and the Justice card as the overarching energy, again, you. But the Justice card for me is about karmic justice, right? It's about that. Doesn't matter what it looks like at this time. If it's meant to be, it's going to be. That's what I'm getting right now, okay? With the Fool card, could be dealing with an Aquarius or another Libra, of course. Let's see what we get for the clarifiers on the Two of Swords, Six of Swords. Yeah, I just feel like you're going through something that has nothing to do with this connection. Could have something to do with another connection. But it does look like after going through whatever the Six of Swords is, the Six of Swords is kind of you moving through. It's like the Two of Swords is you kind of not wanting to move through that choppy water. So I do feel like you've made a decision to feel the weight of the pain of whatever you have gone through recently. Could be from your entire life. Could be childhood trauma. Whatever had you feeling a little guarded in the love department, I feel like you have made a conscious decision and are making a conscious effort to work through that. And traditionally how we work through that is just by feeling it, taking time. Sometimes solitude will get us there. But whatever it is, it seems like you've made a conscious decision to work through it. Maybe you're writing, maybe you are going to therapy literally. Okay, so they have the Three, this is kind of sweet. They have the Three to the Four of the Swords. I can't stop doing that. They have the Three to the Four of Swords. So the Three of Swords is about, obviously, a painful time in their life. Where they're feeling somewhat heartbroken, defeated even. I do feel like they've been going through the same exact thing. The Four of Swords gives me the same idea as the Six of Swords for you. I feel like you're healing whatever had you guarded, and I feel like they're healing whatever had them hurting. I don't necessarily feel like you were heartbroken, more guarded than anything. So you have the Two of Swords into the Six of Swords, again, making a conscious decision to work through whatever that pain is. Or whatever had you guarded, whatever had you feeling less than willing to be vulnerable. Into the Ace of, I feel like now you're going to be more willing, and you're in a place in your life where you've gone through this, or you've worked through this, or this could be coming in your future where you're currently working through this. This is going to bring you into a place where anything that does inspire you, you're going to be willing to go towards wholeheartedly. This is about kind of going in with your heart wide open, okay? Into this love connection. They have the Three of Swords into the Four of Swords, healing from whatever has hurt them in the past, to the Ace of Pentacles, to the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, you both have an ace right in the same spot. You have the break. It's like, oh my God, can you see this? You can. So picture this, the Two of Swords and the Three of Swords, and then you move into the Six of Swords, sort of a healing through this. They move into the Four of Swords, and then you both move into new opportunity, you and each other, right? That is going to literally lead to you being willing to kind of offer your whole heart, put your heart out on the line, and then it's going to be, they have the Ace of Pentacles into the Ten of Pentacles, so I am thinking it's saying that they're going to be ready for something solid, because they're actually doing the work. This is when we get healthy, true love. when we have been willing to actually go through the pain of what has caused us. Traditionally, the karmic connections that we've had are we're just there to help us heal from things that we had suppressed since childhood, okay? And then we have the Fool card, a Page of Wands. I love him. Yeah, so the Ace of Pentacles into the Ten of Pentacles. Again, I'm watching this kind of play out where you guys are both in the Six of Swords and the Four of Swords energy. That brings you new opportunities, okay? When we do the healing from our past things and really let go of whatever was causing the pain or we were holding on to the pain from, and by letting go, I mean healing, like just literally letting it out, releasing it from our energy, releasing it from our core, accepting it, understanding it, acknowledging the pain of it, and then crying, of course, is one of my favorite ways, but writing about it, whatever can kind of get you to feel instead of trying to run away from or avoid or stay so busy or work so hard. We have all these things set up in this lifetime for us to avoid ever getting through this healing process. Again, the healing process is just acknowledging that it hurts, and really sitting with it, feeling the pain of it, and then releasing it. So you have in the outcome, the Fool card into the Page of Wands into the Queen of Swords. You again. Wow, you are very strong in this reading. This has me feeling very... So the Page of Wands, for me, is about committing to yourself, committing to yourselves. I feel like this relationship is going to be it's going to have boundaries with the Queen of Swords here. It's about walking into it vulnerably because you've done the healing. You know you can get your heart broken, but you're going for it anyways. You have boundaries set up so you know that it can't go as far as your past heartbreaks could because you're no longer going to allow relationships to get to that point, right? Because you've done the healing you needed to do. This is about choosing yourself, choosing whatever, after the Ten of Wands, for me, the Ten of Wands really means, and I saw it in there, it really means kind of trying to appease the world, and everything you do, you're kind of modifying it to do it to everyone else's liking. This is a point in your life where you're right after the Ten of Wands and you realize that my only job is to make me happy, to do what fulfills me truly, to be myself and not, the key to life is letting out whatever it is you're trying to suppress, okay? So, some of us have some trauma that we're trying to let out and it comes out a little aggressive. Some of us have some information we're not real excited to share and it comes out a little aggressive. But the reality is, if you're not hurting anybody, whatever you say is okay. Like, you can say whatever as long as you're not malicious with it, right? And it's saying like that we have gotten to a point where, with all the PC politically correct shit, where we don't feel like we can say any fucking thing. We're scared to say this, we're scared to say that. I don't want to say that, I don't want to hurt feelings, blah, blah, blah. If you're not intentionally trying to hurt anybody's feelings, baby, every time you almost say this, but you stop yourself, that's you. That's the real you. And maybe it's not always going to be that way if it comes out a little nasty, a little aggressive, whatever, but it's been buried in your core for so long that, and we've all done this, we've all had this like kind of obligation to the world over ourselves. And this Page of Wands for me, and the Fool, is about a time where you've healed and you know the obligation, your only obligation is to you. And then you have this choice to allow people into your life or not to. And people have this choice. If who you really are doesn't appeal to somebody, bye. They're not for you then. And then you're not for them, right? So two people who have really sat and done the work on recognizing this. The Queen of Swords here says to me that you have these boundaries now. You know what you stand for, so you fall for nothing. I love the Queen of Swords. She has a heart. She's not ice cold. She's intelligent. She's wise, and she uses her words correctly. She uses them wisely, okay? She doesn't suppress them, but she knows how to express how she needs to feel, or how she needs to express herself so that she's not suppressing herself, but she knows how to do that in a very intellectual, intelligent way, okay? Then you get the Magician in your outcome here. This is about, baby, all the pain you've endured, all the things that you are currently working through, there is a purpose behind all of it. It's because this connection can only come in after somebody has done all of the work that you're doing right now. And honestly, I don't know that we could even, should we not have anything to heal from, should we not have any work to do, I don't think we can feel things on the kind of level that I'm seeing this love here. We wouldn't be able to feel this kind of love or this kind of passion or compassion for somebody else because it really does take a sort of, now let me just explain something, because people are like, see, you say that you have to feel pain in order to to grow, and pain does cause us to grow and brings us wisdom. The healing actually is what causes us to grow, and the pain can bring wisdom, but there is a difference between the world, the life is not going to offer us any less pain if people were just stopped hurting each other, okay? We're going to lose people to death, which is going to be a very traumatic thing for us to. There are plenty of opportunities for us to feel pain and grow from, feel pain and become wise from, without going out maliciously hurting each other, okay? Because people get real like, oh, but you said we have to go through pain, but then you don't want people to hurt each other. And I don't think that's really very realistic, but in a perfect world, and I think where we're headed is to a place where people can just mind their own motherfucking business. We're gonna have enough trauma to heal from without everybody jumping on our backs and trying to attack us or try to hold us back or oppress us or whatever it is. People need to mind their motherfucking business, including the government. Sorry, okay? But it says here that all that you have endured, it's literally like little tools in your tool belt. It's been for a good reason. You're sitting in your own throne, in your own skin, in your own power, really feeding yourself, looking after yourself first. And again, I feel like right now you're in the midst, in the Six of and the Four of Swords, I think you guys are in this really nurturing yourselves, really getting that, oh, my only job here is to heal me and to feel my own pain, and I don't have to feel theirs. And believe me, once you get to a place of being healed, or I don't know if we ever do, by the way. I'm not healed. I know that. I don't claim to be. I have a lot of shit that I still battle in my own world, and I don't know that I need to tell everybody that. I used to. But I'm just saying, like, I'm never talking down on people. This is real shit that I'm experiencing in my own life. And when I get these new like ways of doing things, I just can't wait to share it with motherfuckers, because boy, does it feel like a whole entire monkey off your whole back, okay? Weird shit, okay? But the Fool card into the Page of Wands, into the Queen of Swords, into the Magician. I mean, it doesn't really get better than this. It's like stating that once you start living this life for yourself, you'll not only be able to manifest this relationship into reality, this beautiful, non-controlling, non-conforming relationship, you're going to be able to manifest whatever you ever wanted, okay? It's a place where you no longer have blocks or things sitting over your core energy, and you're able to passionately pursue whatever you feel called to do, because when we no longer are afraid of rejection or afraid of what others will think of us or whatever it is, or afraid of anything, really. But when we're no longer afraid of failure, rejection, and this is when we're in the Page of Wands energy. This little dude, he doesn't have a clue what could possibly hurt him out there. He's just carelessly and free-spiritedly going after the things that he feels called to do. He's like, male, female, non-binary. He's like, I don't care. Oh, it's hot? Let me just see for myself, because you said it's hot. Doesn't mean I believe that shit's hot. And I'm not going to burn myself, but I'll get close to it. He's experiencing things on his own without letting the world dictate how he should live his life, okay? And that is when we get to manifest our dreams. Literally, our dreams start to form around us. You look around and you're like, oh my God, I literally was praying for that last week, and there it is. It's in my life. It's in my reality now. And that's when you get to this full Page of Wands, Queen of Swords. Keeps your, protect your energy too. You're not just gonna, now that you've worked so hard to clean your own energy up, you're not just gonna give it away to just anybody, okay? Again, you know what you stand for now. And you know that what you stand for is all that matters to you in your life. You know what I mean? You don't need to worry about what other people stand for. And again, if you're working in some sort of community situation, that's a different story, but you should still even be able to do that from the depths of your soul, the way you want to do it, okay? The way that feels natural. We shouldn't be doing things so unnaturally. Everybody's like, man, putting a muzzle on themselves and fucking trying to do this and that and keep up with that person's list of how we become a good human and that person's shut up. No. Your list right inside your own minds. And you have the most beautiful list I've ever witnessed, okay? I have a Libra child. I've dated Libras. I fucking love Libras. To my favorite, all of my favorite rappers are Libras, I'm pretty sure. You have a beautiful mind, and especially when you have such a gifted way of thinking, and it's always unique. It's never like you don't conform to the way other people tell you to think. But I feel like you have modified that in the past. It feels like you have kind of been closed because you're afraid of your own, I think you're afraid of your own power, your own gifts. But people will have probably in your lifetime tried to talk down on those things because you are a powerfully gifted motherfucker. You can literally do anything, right? I don't know. I don't know if I know a Libra who isn't an artist, a musician, a singer. You do it all. You're a writer, a reader, fucking everything. I'm sorry, I got a little passionate there. Release. I keep getting this. Release and relax. I think that's for me. No, I'm just kidding. I actually think it is about what you're doing right now. I think you're going through the process. So it might feel a little dark right now, baby. And it might feel painful, but I want you to know, again, when you go from the Two of Swords, being very closed off, not giving yourself to anyone or anything, that is where we need to be, by the way, because I think before the Two of Swords, we're actually over giving ourselves and our time and our energy to everyone. So I think then you went into, like, I'm going to call it the minor arcana version of hermit mode, which isn't what it is, but that's what I'm kind of feeling this energy of right now. And then while you're in that solitude, I feel like you're working through some really dark shit that you had to deal with in your life, whatever it is. I always tell people, trauma is not the situation that occurred, it's the way it made you feel, okay? So I don't care what's happened to you, if it affected you more deeply than it might have affected somebody else, that's trauma, baby, that's real. And I feel like you're working through all of that, recognizing all of that, that nobody gets to tell you what is painful for you, nobody gets to tell you what is qualified as trauma in your life. And again, just going through all of that, recognizing and acknowledging all that brings you into a place where you're able to really full-heartedly go after your dreams. I've heard this one be called, but anything you're feeling passionately inspired to do, you're going to be able to go for it wholeheartedly instead of me walking in with your mouth muzzled up and you're fucking, tiptoeing in. Go for it wholeheartedly, baby. This world, we need you. You weren't gifted with all of these things just so you can sit at home with them. You're gifted with all of this so you can share it with us, boo. I love you so much. I will see you guys very soon, Libra. Release and relax. That's what I was gonna say. I think you're in the midst of releasing and really taking some time to do some just relaxing, hanging out by yourself. Again, feeling out the world with your own feelers without all that external information coming in. Here you are getting a bunch of weird ass external information. I love you so much. You're one of my favorite signs. Well, I love all the signs, okay? I really do. There's so much beauty out there in every single person, but I'm going to tell you right now, a couple of my favorite readers and a couple of my favorite humans, including my daughter, are Libras, and one of the most gifted signs. Again, my daughter will make art out of fucking nothing. And I'm like, wow, how did you do that? And it's brilliant every time, and it's like, you're not even old enough to do that yet. But you guys are. You just kind of have this innate ability to turn everything into a creation. You are creators. And I adore you and I love you, and whatever this love connection is, it looks marvelous, it looks beautiful. But if you're still in the midst of the dark, kind of walking through the murky water, or the going through it feels like a storm almost, I need you to know that the Ace of Wands into the Knight of Cups is coming. This is going to be a place where the reason why you're going through this is so you can stop missing out on everything that's right in front of your face, including your own gifts. Because you feel, again, not for no reason, maybe because you've had people fucking take advantage of your sweetness or taken, whatever it is. I think that a lot of Libras are very empathic as well. And so walking out into a world where there's very little of that and thinking, they'll get you to think something's wrong with you if you feel something on a deep level and you're like, I'm not the one fucking being an asshole here. Why is something wrong with me just because I feel it? Like, I didn't even do nothing, bro. So anyways, I love you so much, Leapsies. You are getting through to the Ace of Wands, and the what's in your outcome? The Fool. Could be dealing with an Aquarius, by the way. Gemini, Virgo. I don't know if you know this person or not. Another Libra, any fire sign, and a Pisces is here. And it's like the Fool card into the Page of Wands, into the Queen of Swords, and the Magician. It's just about you sitting there in your power, truly manifesting whatever you desire, whatever that is for you. Don't let anybody dictate that either. But they, think that big mansion with diamonds for doorknobs. I don't know why I always say that, because I've never seen diamond doorknobs, but I'm sure they exist, right? If that's what you want, go get it, baby. It's yours, okay? The divine says, we're on your team, baby. Whatever you want to manifest, as soon as you get through this water, this treacherous seeming water on your own. The one thing I noticed about my healing is if I fucking sprayed it out at everybody else, like even people that have hurt me, the divine had me sit back down, solitude again. It's about really feeling it for yourself and on your own, even though you didn't cause whatever this trauma or this pain was. It was literally that you kept bumping into the wrong asshole, right? It's like, but when you take responsibility for the healing of it, because we are literally the only person that can heal our own shit, that is when all the doors, every single one of them open. But again, it's going to take, this is way easier said than done. I'm going to say if somebody's attacking you, don't be defenseless, okay? But I will say attacking back is not actually a defense. Ignoring it or whatever you got to do to shut shit out, people are fucking just know who's for you and know who's not, and stay the fuck away from the assholes, okay? I'm sorry. I got a little passionate. I love you. I will see you so soon. Mwah.